Akhensa kuna lava va nga hi kandziya hi nga vona swi fanerile ku hi acknowledge presence ya vona a xikarhi ka hina. Munhu wo sungula loyi hi lavaka ku n'wi acknowledge i Deputy Minister va National Treasury Dr. David Masonto. Ni kombela hi va amukela hi va bela mavoko. Hi tlhele hi kandziyiwa hi swithalandwa, icons of our struggle. In our midst, ladies and gentlemen, in our advocate Sam Muope, takombela ba yimisa voko. Hela baya. Again, in our midst, we are so blessed. In another struggle veteran, an icon of our liberation struggle. We are where we are, the sacrifices, not the contributions. It is my pleasure, Kubani Mitivisa, Ukona Shkarika, Dr. Mavuso Simang. I have a bill in my work.
Thank you so much. Let's proceed with our program. Now we're gonna ask for the word of support from an investor. When you have a dream, it is important to articulate your dream, to share your dream, to lobby for those that will walk the journey with you. And the most important is finances. Let me bring on the stage the representative from Nedbank, Mr. Jean, to come and offer the word of support to Chairman and the partners. Let's put our hands together for him.
Very much. Good morning, all. What an absolute pleasure and privilege it is to be here today with everybody around us over here. So let me get into it. Honorable Premier of Limpopo Provincial Government, Mr. Matabata, His Majesty King of the Amandebele Nation. Did he not come? Dr. Nkuna just let me know he didn't. He's not present with us today. Honorable Deputy Ministers present, our traditional leaders led by Khosi Digala, the chairperson of the Limpopo House of Traditional Leaders, the acting executive mayor of the Vembe District Municipality, Honorable Mayor of Colin Shabane Local Municipality, Dr. Mike Nkuna, our special dignitaries, and all invited guests here today. On behalf of Nedbank, I would like to thank Dr. Nkuna and his team for partnering with Nedbank on this development of Nkuna Krol. We know it's a very special shopping center to Mike and it's dear to his heart. Nedbank, as partners to Mike, we've been invested with Mike for close to 16 years now, and we've seen impressive growth of the property portfolio over this period. We are proud to be associated with Dr. Nkuna, who is someone with great vision, an extraordinary work ethic, and unmatched passion for what he does. There are many things that we can learn from Dr. Nkuna. His resilience and sheer determination to turn his vision into reality through new developments is an inspiration to all of us who are fortunate enough to work with him on a daily basis. An example of this vision is Nkuna City, where we are today. We know this has taken many years in planning. And Dr. Nkuna, with local and provincial government, through a concerted effort and other stakeholders, has made sure that this actually materialized to what it is today. Developments such as Nkuna City are critical for the growth of our economy, and in particular our rural economy, to create jobs and to stimulate skills development. As Nedbank, we are also proud to be associated with this development in the community and making goods and services more accessible to the local community in Kuzana. The completion of centers like Nkuna Krol, which is the first phase of Nkuna City, takes a significant amount of work. So from our side, we would just like to thank all of the teams and people involved in achieving Dr. Nkuna's vision over here. And in conclusion, again, from our side, Dr. Nkuna and team, thank you for the opportunity for us to express our support today. We certainly look forward to the continued partnership with Mazingita and for the future phases of development in Nkuzana. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, John. Thank you for the words of support from Nedbank. We truly appreciate. The next item that I'm chasing here, I'm not sure where is Surprise Mtombeni. If you're around, please just approach the front because after this speaker, I would like you to render an item. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to then welcome on the podium here the words of support from Colin Shabane, local municipality, our Honorable Mayor, Councillor Maluleke. Let's put our hands together for him. You can do better. Let's put our hands for him. He is now talking.
Eka MEC Mkone lava namuntlha va nga ta va ta yimela premier the deputy ministers ta hina lava nga kona hala hi vumbirhi bya n'wina Dr. Masondo na manana Mashiko Ndameni, the MPs, the MPLs lava nga kona haleno, muyimeri wa executive mayor wa Vhembe district Tatana Mdunungu, other mayors present here, Councillor Siane and all other councillors present here, Tatane Shlenge, the municipality of Collins Shabane, MM, representatives of Nedbank, Tihosi, Tahina, Lamega Konale, Nomgata Shtala, the founder and executive chairman of Masingita Group of Companies, Dr. Nkuna, Ndyangu Nkuna, Football Fraternity Leadership, represented today, Iwo Tidiela, councillors, organized structures and the community, na hinkwenu vuyeni lebyi nga kona halena avuxeni. Ku na marito man'wani vo marimi leriya ra Xizulu u sginile kwaba laha u hi pfunile ku fika laha u ri kusa u swika hafa hi vulavula hi matimba ya Xikwembu loko hi se vulavula ku hi wona ma nga hi fikisa laha hi nga koho hi ku hala tlhelo hi twisisa ndyangu wa ka Nkuna hi twisisa Dr. Nkuna leswaku i ndyangu wa vukhongeri na vona hi voxe i munhu loyi a khongelaka swinene. As the African national government led by the ANC, our mission statement articulates that we must ensure the provision of sustainable basic services and infrastructure to improve the lives of our people and to grow the local economy. I have no doubt that today's event is a step forward in achieving our goals. Hi khensa ni ku khensisisa eka ntirhisano lowu va Masingita Group of Companies na municipality xikan'we na tihosi ta hina va nga wu endla ku kondletela leswaku a ku heteleleni ku va na nhluvuko lowu hi wu vonaka namuntlha. Ngopfungopfu hi khensa vona Dr. Nkuna ku va ve xirhangani ku vona leswaku nhluvuko lowu hi vulavulaka hi wona wu ya mahlweni. Ha khensa bra Mike. Hi khensa swinene hi ku a va hi siyangi ndzhaku. Kahle kusuka a ku sunguleni loko ha va na ti-plans ta ku endla leswi hi swi vonaka namuntlha va kumeki va ri karhi va tirhisana na municipality, leswi vulaka leswaku hi tiva masulo, hi tiva na laha swi nga fika kona, hi tiva na leswi swa ha languteriwaka loko hi ri karhi hi sa rivala leri nga la handle tanihi municipality hikuva hi xereleli ha swi tiva leswaku hala ku ta endleka yini, ha swi tiva leswaku le ndzhaku ka xikontiri ku endleka yini, ha swi tiva leswaku tanihi municipality i yini leswi hi yaku swi endleni ku vona leswaku ha khomisana. hikokwalaho hi nge ri hi ta ya mahlweni hi ri karhi hi mi seketela na ti-plans leti already mi nga share na hina tanihi municipality wa Collins Shabana hi ku a mi vulavuli ntsena hi ku ndlandlamuxa municipality ka ndhawu leyi hi nge le ka yona ma kombisa leswaku ku na leswi mi lavaka ku ya swi endla etindhawini ta ka Malamulele laha mi nga hi kombeta na tipulani leti loko hi ti langusa a ni ri karhi langusa mo lowun'wana ni swi vona leswaku leswi swi nge le ku endlekeni haleno hi leswi swi nga ta pfumaleka na le tindhawini letiya ta xilungu. Kuna crawl and kuna city at large personifies the resilient spirit of all residents of Collins Shabane municipality from the first day they requested for their own municipality. And I can confirm today that they had a vision and here are the results. The Kuna Crawl Mall will create employment opportunities. Vaswulile van'wana ko already loko ri karhi hi vulavula sweswi ku na vanhu lava nge le ku tirheni ka mall lowu ka ha ri na lava nga ta tirha hi ku ya hi minkarhi swi ri karhi swi endliwa hi nhluvuko lowu hi wu vonaka namuntlha hikokwalaho ha appreciate the initiatives. We hope that the business sector can grow on this. Slowly but surely, we're changing the face of villages in our municipality. Leswi swi beka mandla. Inkomo ndeloduwa.
So much. Thank you so much, Honorable Executive Mayor, for your word of support. Let me then ask for Surprise Tombeni to offer a special poet for our chairman. And while we are getting Surprise on the stage, let's get the dancers, Shikubu, Shama Singita, to be also be ready. Let's put our hands together for our poet.
Nkomu ni khensa ku amukeriwa ni ta recite poem leyi ni nga na yona a ku saseka ka swona ku vulavula before Dr. Mike Nkuna ni twa ni tinyungubyisa ku va ni nyikiwe this opportunity mi nge ni sungula ni vula ku all protocol observed loko ni ku halala Dr. Mike Nkuna halala hinkwenu mi ku halala halala Dr. Mike Nkuna halala halala Masingita Mike Nkuna halala halala Nkuna family halala ni vatwe va ashbale ni ku ashbale na yini na hiku ashbaleni kuna to milongoloka mtelese somya ashbaleni ba ina ya ashbaleni akankuzani Dr. Mike Nkuna hami cancer kuva mi endlele timall to tala a South Africa mi hindlele timolo a Limpopo mi hindlela timolo a Johannesburg hami cancer hati nyungubyisa hi mintirho ya n'wina Dr. Mike Nkuna, you are the symbol of hope. Dr. Mike Nkuna, you are the symbol of love. The word Mike. There is an angel in heaven. That angel is carrying a sword. His name is Michael. Dr. Nkuna, as you continue to save us, as you continue to save your people, we want to wish you long life. Long live Dr. Mike Nkuna, long live. Viva Dr. Mike Nkuna, viva. Dr. Nkuna, you are the paragon of role models. Dr. Nkuna, you are the paragon of role models. We are really proud of you. Not even the July unrest has made you to succumb. Not even the apartheid mentality has made you to succumb, but instead you continue to rise and shine. You continue to rise and shine. As we welcome this development, please, Dr. Mike Nkuna, do more. Dr. Nkuna, we have seen your work at Kaiser Chiefs. We have seen your work in the entire country. You are a true son of the soil. Hala hala, Dr. Mike Nkuna, hala hala. Boomba in the house. Boomba in the house. Mike Nkuna in the house. Hangili in the house. Ebe muna wangwa miku halakasha. Look, Boomba in the house miku halakasha. Boomba in the house.
Alagasha.
Hangili in the house.
Alagasha.
Mike Nkuna in the house.
Alagasha.
Boomba in the house.
Alagasha.
Mike Nkuna in the house.
Alagasha.
Yes, Alagasha. I want to finish by saying, Dr. Nkuna, thank you for not allowing the apartheid regime to succumb you and its mentality. As Steve Biko once said, it is the strength of the oppressor is in the mind of the oppressed. And I also want to add by saying, when President Nelson Mandela delivered his speech in May 1994, he reminded me of you. President Mandela said the following word: it is not that you will discover that you are inadequate, but it is that you have potential beyond measure. Dr. Mike Nkuna, you have potential beyond measure. The reason why the president has uttered those words is that so many people never believed in us. So many people never believed that we can do it. But we have proved to the whole nation that we can do it. We are inspired now. You have potential beyond measure. Thank you.
Surprise Mtombeni. Alagasha. Surprise Mtombeni. Alagasha. Thank you so much, sir. Let's put our hands together for him. Let me welcome again here on stage Dr. Mavuso Msimanga, just to also share the words of support for Chairman. Doctor, may I ask you to ascend to the podium? Let's put our hands together for Dr. Alagasha. Dr. Msimanga Alagasha.
And Halagasha. I wish I could speak the language. I can never convey my thoughts about Mike in the English language. I wouldn't be able to do it as well also in Zulu among people who are not Zulu. I just want you to understand that you have a son in among yourselves. I wish all people who had money would do what Mike is doing to his community. You know, the amount of money that will be invested here would give him so much more profit elsewhere. But he is not the profit person, he is the community person. Somebody talked about the July unrest. You know, it is just amazing how when all that was happening, he was out there in front looking for ways of constructing. The person who speaks with deeds. I am so privileged that for some reasons that I don't understand, he kind of liked me. And to be close, to be in the proximity of a person like Brahmaik rather than Dr. Nkuna, you know. They also, they also call me doctor. I'm not quite sure why, you know. So Brankuna is the one, you know. I wish our government, we've got representatives here. could use people like Mike to assist budding business people to understand A, business, and B, community service. Is it Dr. David Tidiela who was saying, you will walk to the nearest mall, or at least it will take you a few minutes to go to a mall where you would otherwise have to take a taxi, a combi, or anything to go over there. That is, this is consciousness about your people. You know, sometimes I don't want to make a public commitment, but I'm tempted to. We need to assemble a group of people who can write a book about Mike. A book that will say where he started, that will know his family, that will be proud of his origins, and that will also show how he has honored at a time when he had things, he had continued to honor his community. I really wish, Dr. Masondo, we could have a project so that people don't just get these. Our BE thing is supposed to be a nice thing. It's been very comprehensively abused. It is not a BE, this man. He is not a BE. The BE thing he's a businessman who knows the sweat of starting, goes to banks that are here with him today, because that's what business is. It's not being friends with the African National Congress and get tenders that leave roads with potholes. You know, there would be no pothole here. There is no pothole here. You can see what is coming out of it. It is this kind of person that young people who are aspiring to business sitting here and listening on radio and other media. Really, business is a good thing. Don't mess up because of what's going on. Just like politics is a good thing, which is being messed up because there are some people who are doing funny things. Too many of them, unfortunately. But thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to really be here. It's an honor, absolutely. You know, I flew in an aeroplane. You know, usually I travel business. You know, I'm not to call it economy to other places. Here, I was just sitting comfortably here, and this thing was gliding. And once the weather improved, I am here today with yourselves, joining you, enjoying, and wishing you all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mavuso. We appreciate message of support to Chairman. Ladies and gentlemen, we are celebrating our leader. We're celebrating the visionary, somebody who's impacting communities after communities. Let me then take this opportunity to welcome the dancers, the Shugubu, Shama Singita. Let's put our hands together for them. And then after Thank you. Let's celebrate them. Shikubu Shamasonga. Shikubu Samasingita. Let's celebrate them. Let's celebrate them. Look it. Thank you so much. Let's put our hands together for them. When the righteous prospers, the city rejoices. The people rejoice. This is what we are assessing today. When the righteous prospers, the city, the people, the community, they rejoices. Family, we were waiting to have Chief Masia is in the house. So I want to first of all acknowledge you say to come through and also request you just to share your message of support to Chairman. Thank you so much. Let's put our hands together for Chief Masia.
Program Director Likoliwa chipinga che vampa ofindi yambe chipinga chitukutuku nando ndikuzvona uri chipinga chikotuwa. All protocols observed. Thank you very much Wonkuna for bringing this development here. Rine bathu vaMasiya ndikomba on behalf of Masiya Traditional Council rekofaro takara bodisa hezvi ngati ko create mishumo for vadzurapo vashu. This is bridging the gap between urban and rural areas. Auchena uri urban area or rural area. And in fact, you have also created an interesting problem for us. Everybody wants to come home. At some point there was a fashion. Everybody wants to come back home. It's an interesting problem that you have created for us. And this is progress, and there's nothing that can beat this development. Thank you very much.
Chief Masia, thank you so much, Chief, for message of support to Chairman. Let me then request that our choir be ready at the back. The Malamulele choir to be ready to offer us an item after I've called the next speaker. We are celebrating a leader here. We are celebrating somebody who has a vision, somebody who volunteered and gave it freely. Somebody who initiated, that's why we are here today. Somebody who is willing to serve others. Somebody who's innovative and leading others. Somebody who's able to identify an opportunity and run with it. Somebody who sees the needs of others and make sure that he closes that gap. So let's put our hands together for Chairman and the work that he has done. Put your hands together for Chairman Dr. Mike Nkona. Here we go. So now I'm gonna, while the choir is getting ready, I'm gonna then request that I call on the podium. Okay. Let me get to my gadget here. So it's also a word of support from the national government, and this item will be offered by a deputy minister. Okay, let me just confirm that. Thank you so much. Deputy Minister Mrs. Mashiro Dlamini. Let's put our hands together as she approaches the podium.
Thank you very much, Program Director. My greetings to the MEC who is representing the Premier, MEC Mkoni, and also send my greetings to the Deputy Minister, Dr. Masondo, our district acting mayor of Vembe district, Councillor Mutungunu, members of parliament, our local mayor, Councillor Maluleke, our traditional leadership were present here, the community of Collins Chaban municipality, and all the councillors present here, our leadership, our stalwarts of the organization of the ANC were present here, community of this area, I greet you all in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Also greeting our main man here, Dr. Nkuna. I'm standing here representing the national government and also presenting the Department of Rural Development and Land Reform of that time, which does not have agriculture. When this, we want to thank the traditional leaders here and the community that when we request that in terms of our policy, if we want to create such a business in a rural community, in a rural setting, want to make sure that there must be consultation with the community. And we want to thank the traditional leaders and all our councillors for a good consultation that has happened together with Dr. Nkuna. And also Dr. Nkuna to manage to make sure that he meets the criteria of government that you can only build any shopping center when we have amass support of businesses that are almost plus minus 70%. Because we wanted a business that will be occupied. So Mr. Nkuna has managed to do that. And I want to thank business people to really trust the rural communities. I know it is a risk to work with rural communities and it is a risk to bring your business in rural communities. But Dr. Nkuna has done it. So I hope all business people will start to trust our rural communities. Our policy is that we need to bring businesses and work closer to the people. But there was a contradiction that people are running to towns because they want to be closer to businesses and businesses that are already established for other people. So we're happy to hear from the traditional leadership that people now sebakhumbule ekhaya. So we want really to stress that people must go back home. That is coming from government. And we want really to thank that our government must keep on to pay the social grant and Dr. Minister, that social grant must be increased. The shops are here now. Also standing here as a champion of the district, I was allocated by the president to be part of this community in terms of development of the community. I'm very much humbled by the work and the good work that's done by our business people in these areas of the district of Vembe, and also the contribution that Dr. Nkuna has done to the district. Dr. Nkuna, we still have more land. And other businesses that are here, can you see, we have land. So please come and invest. Congratulations, Dr. Nkuna. Thank you.
Just a bit, my choir, but just my choir, just I got some announcement. My choir, just a second, we're just doing some announcement, then we'll take the floor.
Our apologies, choir ya kahle swinene. Ko va na one or two things leswi ku nga the housekeeping rules va lava ku hi tsundzuxana. Va Masingita group of companies a va fambi va ri voxe, va na ti-business partners to hlaya swinene including Nedbank leyi hi nga yi introducer and yi nga vulavuli. But another business partner ya vona leyi va lava ku hi acknowledge hi mhaka ya contribution ya vona le ka community i Maitiko Holdings. They are in our midst. Ni kombela hi va bela mavoko. Kasi kuna makwavo wa vona Dr. Nkuna loyi va lava ku hi va acknowledge, va ta yima va yimisa voko. Tatana Shikhibane, hi ta kombela mi yima mi yimisa voko hi va acknowledge. Thank you very much. And then choir, over to you.
If they want
Let's celebrate them. Thank you so much, Malamlele Community Choir. Let's clap hands for them. Let's clap hands for them. Let's clap hands for them. We're celebrating such an achievement here in Kuzana village, where we are celebrating phase 1 opening, Gonna Crawl. The crawl symbolizing the family. Dr. Mike Nkuna, he really, really loves his family. I'm gonna take this moment and just ask the family just to stand, his kids, their daughters-in-law to just stand as I'm calling on the podium for the word of support from the children and also Umama of Florence. Leslie, please approach the stage. And also Mama Florence to come and give the message of support coming from the children. Let's celebrate the children. Madam Keku, may you stand. We celebrate you, ma'am. Let's celebrate her. Let's celebrate her. Chief in charge at the head office, Money Person. Where is Madam Amu and Madam Lindy? Let's celebrate them, and also Ashley. Leslie is not alone. He's got his twin brother. He's got a backup. So as he's coming here, I know he's still trying to navigate the storm outside. Say, Nkuna, come through. I need you to come back here. Mama, I think you may start while Leslie is still trying to coordinate something. Okay, just 1.5 minutes, 1.5 minutes. Let's put our hands together for Mr. Leslie Nkuna.
Sure. Inkomo, all protocol observed and get the jankari and westankari because baninko abashewetwili. Mara ningo shewata ishishwanta nukunam shewata nkweni vitra Yesu Christ. Amen.
Amen.
Mina, I'm here to I don't know, I'm a bit emotional because this is where I grew up. This is where I started school. At that time, crash. It was a very, very, very rural village. No electricity. When they said, because we go to ZCC as a church, when they prophesied in 1985, but on top there'll be a city. We were shocked. We said, you are dreaming. What city? Meanwhile, we don't even have water. We don't even have roads. We don't have anything. So I stand here very humble. At the same time, this thing that Papa has started has grown way beyond the family. This is no longer a family business. This is a community and a country business. A family business, a business. This one has grown massively big, not for us, for everyone. So in these few words, I say, thank you everyone for supporting. And we don't expect to be compared to the old man, to Papa. The shoes are too big to fill. We don't, comparing us to him will just put unnecessary pressure, will just make us make a lot of mistakes. So each and every person has his own gift. So we do believe that this is his gift. If this is our gift, it will come in another way. All we need is your support, guidance, and let's celebrate. And go.
Oh. Mom Florence.
Thank you, Mr. Program Director. What can I say? All protocol observed. Nimile lawan kutlangela na ku cancer. Eri ndyangu wa ka Nkuna. Hi twa hi katekile. We are blessed to have a person in the name of Dr. Mike Nkuna. We are proud of him. We are very much proud of him. He is an asset at home. Brother, we love you so much. Yeah, va hi tlakurile. laha hi fambaka kona hi tlakula makatla, laha hi hundzaka kona hi tlakula makatla because of him. Leswi nga endliwa i tintswalo ta hosi, i rirhandzu ra Xikwembu, ha tinyungubyisa hi vula swona hi ri tiko ra ka Nkuzana, tiko ra ka Majosi, tiko ra ka Masiya na va Matshila. Swivuri leswi vulavula ku ri this is your property. It's not Dr. Mike's property. It's your property. So look after this property. Keep it clean. Keep it safe. It's yours. Ni rhandza ku khensa munhu un'wana na un'wana. As you are here to celebrate with us, when we dance, let's dance together. When we clap hands, let's together. When we ululate, let's do it together. It's for us today. We are here to celebrate. Let us celebrate. Mr. Program Director, thank you very much. Thank you.
Let's celebrate to Mama. Thank you so much for kind words. We truly, truly appreciate and truly love you, Chairman, for loving your family and making sure wherever you go with your family. Thank you so much. Family, I'm gonna go to the main item now. But before we get to that main item, his chairman is a very loved person. I'm now introducing to you, they call him Bramike. And Bramike is so connected to everyone, old, young, all race, everyone. And even here today, it's so difficult to run a program because you have requests. I have this for chairman. I want to just celebrate him with this item. So apologies for those that maybe you ask that you want to talk to me and I was rushing, passing you. So now we're gonna call the man of the moment. Ubaba, uMike Nkona, umkhulu kokwana, upapa, the visionary, the leader of our company, group of companies, the leader in our community. Wherever you deposit this dynamite, things will not remain the same. Things will change. As you can see here, we came here, it was completely a bush, but because he partnered with God, God already knew that there will be something, there will be a city, but he needed somebody. He needed the Moses of our time, somebody who's going to walk the journey. And he was able to comprehend what God gave him. And today we stand here and celebrate such a big project. This is the beginning. Phase 1, we're going to have phase 2, we're going to have an entire precinct. So before we bring him to the stage, I need to then ask the family, they prepare the song for them, they will come and dance. Then I will ask the poet Masingita to do her part. And then I will throw in a song for him, because when chairman comes on stage, he comes with a joyful mood, a joyful attitude. He comes to celebrate with you, because there is no leader without followers. The reason why you are here, because you are following his good deeds. You are following all the great work that he's doing, and we thank you for that. So let me then ask the team to play the song for the family, and I request Umama there at the back, the family to come to the podium and do your item. After that, Masingita, Ntombi Mtsonga, I will request to see me here so that you can have a mic. And then after that, we'll throw a song for chairman. Then I will ask him to come to the stage. Florence asked, when you want to celebrate, we need to What you see here is a family of Dr. Mike Nkona. Madam is saying we must just wait. Yeah, don't go. Just quickly, just highlight who's here. He's got a big family and we appreciate these ones that came today just to come and celebrate with him.
Thank you, thank you. I want to introduce everybody in front here, but I can't mention each after another. Here are sisters. Here are cousins. Here are sisters. Raise up your hands. Sisters to Mike. Yes. Here are cousins. Here. Raise up your hands. Brothers. Children. Uncles. No uncle here. Daughters. In-laws. Kuna in-laws. Okay. And what else? It's okay. Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's go and sit down.
All right, then throw a song there. Masingita, you can start towards the end of the song. Let's put our hands together as we celebrate them. Repeat the song, DJ, as they go down. They are dancing. Thank
tlheletela kona va hlangana ni tinhloko onge vo lo hundza mutirixile ndza va vona yo va khunutana va vutisana va ku i ntombi ya kwihi leyo tiva timhaka ta yona ma vutisa i ntombi ya mutsonga wa xambula makhutwa madafu laha la tsundzuka n'wana ya ku heta a ku yo n'wananga vito masingita la tsumbaka ni misisi hi vutshila mutsonga wa xavatsonga la xa van'wana vanhu mburi ya ku vatla ta bombisa ndhavuko wa vatsonga mikulungwana na khola mikulungwana na makhola halala Dr. Mike halala halala nkuzana halala walibona liseli la murena walibona liseli la murena walibona liseli la murena
May I ask everyone?
Mukhomi wa nanga mubuwa xinari tatira madzolonga ri baleka hi yena musirheleri wa Afrika pumpu ya Afrika murhangeri wa vurhena ni ntiyiso makomba ndlela leyinene masusa ndlela emindyangwini wa ndleka vusiku ni nhlekani tandlamuka hi laha ku nga heriki tiri kula u ringana na ndlopfu halala Dr. Mike halala halala Dr. Mike halala halala wena jara nkuna kuna mavutani va ku vuta va yi twile mavutani va ku vuta va vone ku xonga ka yona na rhaku lerikulu khoma kwana mavutani mintirho ya vulavula i khale yi vulavule na le Soweto va yi tiva Thobula ni moyi yi lo dzi na le Giyani va yi tiva Masingita mole a yi ninginiki hambi ka Malamulele va yi tiva ndzi ri Masingita crossing a yi ta fana na munhu namuntlha yi tile exivaleni xa ka nkuna mavutani va ku vuta va yi twile hi rintiwo va ku vuta va vone ku xanga ka vona vona lava rhaku lerikulu khoma kwana mavutani ndzi ri halala vana ndlela ku anamela rixaka wena u ka u nga hlawuli ntluwa eka hove ndzi ri ndlandlamuka hi laha ku nga heriki voninga u voningela rixaka inaka gaza yi hluvukile Joni yi vuye ekaya hakunene ku hluvukile eka gaza mikulungwana na makhwela loko ri mina ntombi ya mutsonga mo xombula makuta madyafu la ri la tsundzuka n'wana hi ku heta ndzi ku tlhavela ntsolo ehansi ndzi ba mandla ndzi vuyelela ndzi ku ndza ku losa halala Dr. Mike halala walibona liseli la murena.
Let's celebrate our poet Masingita. Well done, well done, well done, well done. Let's welcome the man of the moment. They call him the chairman. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for Dr. Mike Kuna.
Program director, I'm so emotional. I'm so emotional. But be as it may, with my emotions, let me greet some of the dignitaries. And it doesn't mean that, the other people that I'm not going to mention here, I don't love you. I love everyone. I love everyone. To me, the life that I live, I respect a smallest child to the eldest. If you call me to come and sit down, I'll sit down. I won't even require a seat. That's good. Acting Premier MEC Mukoni, Deputy Minister Manan Mashiho, and Deputy Minister, he has just left because of his tight program, Dr. Masondo, and the Executive Mayor of Wembe District, Mudunungu, and the Mayor of Collins Shabani, Tatani Maluleke, and of course, I cannot forget, our icon, Dr. Mavuso, and also Advocate Muofe, who work very closely with our current president, and at the same time he was in the intelligence of this country, and he still worked very, very closely with the current president. And of course, hinati hosi leti ti nga kona haleno, Tatana Nkuzana, Hosi Nkuzana, hi le tikweni ra vona. Tatana Majosi, Hosi Majosi a va fane va ri kona, a swi tivi ku humelele yini. But see, I personally wrote, a letters of invite because tihosi na ti hlonipha swinene. Ni yisele hosi yin'wana na yin'wana papila leri nga sayiniwa hi mina, including hosi Masiya na ndhuna ya vona Matsila, na n'wina Ndabezi ta Mavambi loko mi fikile, kumbe kokwani Jojo baka Xithelani hi laha ni nga beburiwa kona ni kulela kona, na tihosi hinkwato leti nga rhangeriwa hi tatana Gulukhulu, ni xeweta na vanhu va Nedbank, ndyangu wa mina, muti hinkwawo wa ka Nkuna, na mi xeweta ni ri avuxeni hinkwenu. When I stand up here and I said I'm a bit emotional, I was looking back, from where I come from. And I felt that, as I was walking that journey, I ended up, meeting with, Nedbank. And at that time, when I met with Nedbank, there was a gentleman who's here within our midst. He was the head of property finance. And This gentleman, you know, when I started conversing with him, he realized that, you know, I had so much of vast knowledge insofar as property development is concerned. And he didn't hesitate. He said, you know, you've got a rare skill which I've never come across, and therefore I'm going to take it to the board and, you know, the credit committee of Nedbank to see whether, you know, they approve that, you know, we end up with, you know, a partnership. And the partnership that, you know, you lead and you'll have the majority shareholding. And then Nedbank, because they were there to assist, they'll have a minority shareholding. And it was approved along those lines. A bank asking to be led by a person like myself. And that gentleman, it's Ken Reynolds. Can you stand up so that they can see you? You know, some other people, you know, they have knowledge, but you see, they, you know, normally, you know, not willing to share the knowledge. And they prefer to withhold that knowledge because they want to protect them, the knowledge to serve themselves and their family. A gentleman like, you know, Ken, he didn't do that. Even now, you know, he's a retired man. You have seen Jean was here representing the bank because the person who was supposed to be here, they've got another engagement in Cape Town today. So they said, you know, Jean must come and represent the bank. And Ken felt that, you know, he has to come and he has to be here as a pensioner. And we felt that, you know, to leave him without utilizing his skills, you know, it would be a bad thing. We have seen, you know, our government, you know, moving away people that are having skills of building this country forward and leave them to go and rot at home. And the only thing that, you know, we are left with people that are ready to eat our money. I'm saying our money because we are paying tax. So Ken, you know, he's now, you know, sitting within my board, which I normally chair. And thank you very much, Ken. I felt, you know, you deserve that. Before I can start, you know, talking, for me, it's to, you know, thank some other people that have made this, you know, development, you know, a success. A team that is led by, you know, my two co-CEOs, Kegu, she's my daughter, and Marcelo Mano. And I'll invite, you know, the whole team of Masingita and the whole team of, you know, ICS to come forward so that, you know, everybody can see you so that, you know, I can thank you in front of everyone for the outstanding work that you have done. Even the other people that are, you know, providing the services, you know, such as, you know, Brawl, come forward so that, you know, I can, you know, introduce you to the community. The people from Brawl, and even, you know, some of the people that were with, you know, Bell and Keith, and even some of the subcontractors that made it possible. I'm inviting everyone to be here. the leaders of the security and, cleaning, let them join us as well. So these are the people that, I normally work with on a daily basis. Where's Tim? I don't see Tim. Is he here? Oh. Oh. Oh, I'm told he's in a meeting. Oh. So these are the people that I work with, on a daily basis. And if you look into this team, what is exciting when you look into this team? Personally, I don't know what you see, but see, I'll tell you what I see. But see, you people seated here, everyone will tell me whether what I'm seeing is true. To me, what I'm seeing, this is a rainbow nation. With different skills. Someone, who became my friend, who became a person that, I mentored, David Tidiela, who comes from a Black Leopard. At some stage, it's so nice to see a person like him. I'm going to say it here. He started as a cop, as a policeman. And at some stage, you can see him. He was a policeman. And at some stage, he was looking at the security of Kaiser Chiefs. And then he grown and opened, start his own business. And he ended up, having, the garages and also having, the team which is called Black Leopard. So when we have, different skills in a company, we'll be able to grow because we're coming with different talent. So all what I wanted to say to my team, I want to thank each and every one of you, but I'll just quote your leaders only. Marcelo, Kegu, Edward on the leasing side, Nikiwe on the asset management, Timothy on the stakeholder management. I want to say thank you. I think you must clap the hands for yourself. Thank you very much. You can move, guys. I won't spend, a lot of time. I'm just going to give you where it started. Today, I'll talk about Nkuna City. Today, I'll talk about Nkuna Crawl. I'll be short and I'll tell you why we're here. We're here to support the vision of my father. My father, saw something in me. At that time, I was in Johannesburg, residing in Chawero with, the Muofe family, his brother Tom and himself and our family. We were almost one family. And I started enjoying, Joburg life, and I started enjoying Soweto life. And when my father said to me, "You'll go home and reside in Kuzana," I said, this man, wani karata, or he's troubling me. He think that, I'll live the Joburg life, which is glamorous, and come and reside in a village. And I said, I'm not going to do it. And one day he called me He said, you'll go and reside in Kuzana. Little did I know that, he's seeing something that I didn't see at that time. And when I was thinking about the life that I was living, and about David, we used to go around together, Rinya Gebum Tavini, the girlfriend. And I said, for me to go in a rural area where there's no toilet, where there's no electricity, not me. But one day, one day in my sleep, I dreamed. I could see my father coming to me and say, my son, if you don't listen, you're going to miss something. And I took a decision. I came back and I built and built. I ended up building a randavel. Because when I grown up in Malamulele, I was looking after the cattle. I was a headman. And when he died, he gave us some cattle, some scrupulous, 3 cattle, some scrupulous, because you see, our country has been infiltrated by thieves, and then they stole those cattle. After they've stolen those cattle, I was so worried, and I said, one day I'll work hard to bring those cattle, but this time I'll bring them in a form of asset. If you look at, this Nkuna Kraal, the entrance, it resembles, the head of the cattle. You'll see it as you move around. And underneath, a cattle, it has everything, the stomach. And underneath, we've got a museum, which, Ubaba Mavuso was saying that, he didn't want to commit. He was saying that, he's looking for people to commit and write a book about my lifestyle. Baba Mavuso, we have created a museum here. The whole life history of where I've started and where I'm going. And the day I leave here, there will be indication of saying that, Mikondo, ya Kazamula, Michael, Mangalani, Nkuna, yifambe hila. Because you see, hinkwenu ka hina loko hi ri la, hi vafambi, hi vaendzi la misaveni. One day, hi ya ku fambeni. So it's proper that, we prepare ourselves and chant, a journey which we want to be remembered with. When I started development, people used to say I'm a dreamer. I had checked the history of this country. Not even one city or town that has been built by black people, nor the current leadership of ANC, which is the governing party. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that, names mustn't be changed for political reasons, because some of the buildings were built by the state coffers. Those ones needs to be changed. But you see, there are other things that, it will be difficult to change. If you look at Jan Smuts, which is now OR, it was developed by Jan Smuts. If you look at Cape Town was founded by Jan van Riebeeck in 1652. I can quote many cities. And I said to myself, in my lifetime, I'll build a city which will make it difficult for the politician to change that name. We've started with this one. We are going to Soweto. We have bought a land of 160 hectares. We're doing Masingita City. This one is Nkuna City. But I'm grateful because it took so long for government to recognize that I've got a talent. A team led by our premier, who's represented by the MEC today, led, the whole, entourage to come and visit this place and sit with me and realize that, the talent that I've got and the vision that I've got needs to be supported. So he has already set up a special committee in his, area of work that will assist us. He has already invited Vembe District. He has already invited Collins Shabani municipality to come and work with us. And we are grateful of that. And also in Gauteng, the Premier of Gauteng, he has done the same. There's a special committee that looks at how we can implement, Masingita City, which is going to increase, the job opportunity for the people, particularly the younger generation. I'm saying, it was good to for government to have realized that, there are people like myself that needs to be supported. But it mustn't be Mike Nkuna only. There are other people that, are gifted in different areas. I normally give example about this gentleman called, Jack Ma from China. He started Alibaba. He had a vision. He presented, the vision to government. And the government realized that, this man is a visionary. Alibaba today, after government has put some money, they've created so many jobs worldwide. And we deserve the same thing here in South Africa if we want to grow the economy. I'm not a keynote speaker. The keynote speaker is the acting premier, being MEC Thabo Mokoni. He's the one that is going to give us a keynote address. But you see, I've just thanked, the government and thanking. I know someone is going to thank you, but you see, I want to thank each and every one of you who visited us today. And I'm saying, continue supporting us. And what we do quality. Indeed, you'll see how we have connected the road. Even though, we had problems with Sandral, we're supposed to have finished, the circles. We started with the application of the entrance and exit 6 months ago. To date, they haven't approved it. If it had approved, you would be coming in here with circles, nice circles. You can see if they fail to, approve just an exit and an entrance. How are we going to create jobs? Over to you, acting.
eka mufambisi wa ntirho wa siku ra namuntlha eka Dr. Mike Nkuna n'wina n'wini wa nkosi u vonaka hi nala lowukulu eka ti-deputy minister ta hina manana Mashego Dlamini n'wana wa kwala David Masondo, Deputy Minister of Treasury, eka Advocate Mudunungu, Executive Mayor of Vembe District, Mayor wa hina wa College Chavana, Tatana Moses Maluleke Mngwanati, eka ti-veteran ta hina Dr. Mavuso Msimang, eka tihosi ta hina hi ku angarhela lava nga la ngopfungopfu hosi Nkuzana n'wina vini va misava, eka timembara ta palamente ndzi vone manana Violet Mathe, ka vamabindzu hinkwenu lava mi nga la, eka muti wa ka Nkuna, maxaka ni vanghana na n'wehe va ti-radio na tithelevhixini, hinkwenu ka n'wina ndza mi xeweta enhlikanini wa namuntlha. Mina ndzo va murhumiwa, ndzi rhume hi ndunankulu Stanley Chupu Mathavata ku ri ni ta va nomu wa yena. Loko ni nga ku hlayangi a hi swa ku no a ni ku tivi, ana sweswi ni nga lo rhumiwa ni lo hlaya sweswi ngo lo tsariwa kwala, mara na n'wena mi xeweta. Ni vone vice principal, ni tshemba ku ri Mathavata a nge ni dlayi hi mhaka ku ni mi acknowledge-ile na van'wana na van'wanyana. Mufambisi wa ntirho, i nge no hlaya sweswi Mathavata nga tsala swoho, mara tsale hi xilungu. Ni ta ringeta ku vulavula hi Xichangana ku ri un'wana na un'wanyana a ta swi twa leswi ni swi vulavulaka. Mathavata iri hi nomu wa yena. Eka wena Dokodela Mike Nkuna na vatirhikulobye va wena va Masingita Group, hi khensa ku rhambiwa eka Nkuna Crawl, hi khensa ku rhambiwa eku pfuriweni ka molo lowu. Hi xilungu aku, I'm immensely honored to be part of this historic history-marking event. I do not think that my vocabulary has sufficient words to express my excitement and appreciation to Dr. Nkuna and the team for a job well done. You have delivered a great project and you have delivered beyond expectation. Xichangana Tatana Nkuna, baru ungavi ncindru wo kukula kule. There's a tree which is found in Africa. This tree, when you look just next to it, it's very clean. But inside it, it harbors a lot of dirt. So baru ungavi ufana na wona. A khensa ku ri hambileswi u fambirile u xambirile u vona Maxhosa u vona tintombi ta ku huma KwaZulu to ku teka rinoko wena na vanghana va wena va tidiyela u kote ku vuya kaya hikuva tata wena a nga ku lerisa a ku eka wena ndzi lava u vuya kaya leswaku vanhu hinkwavo va le Limpopo va ta kuma entokoto eka wena. What started as a dream has now translated into reality. What started as a planted seed has now blossomed into a forest of socio-economic potential for the people of this area and Limpopo as a whole. Indeed, Dr. Msima, you have seen Mus when you were traveling, where you came through, that airport. It was an airport built by the Bantustan. But you have also seen houses. I think when we left the airport, you must have seen some potholes. But when you came all the way through here, you've seen some beautiful houses. When people were looting, the premier instructed me to say, I must go and speak to our business people not to do it. Unfortunately, one of our own was Mike Nkuna. His buildings were tortured. I tried to phone him. He didn't pick up my phone. But the next day I saw him. He was in Kaizer Chiefs match. And the next day he was somewhere in Africa. When I called him, I said, but Mike, I called him, but Mike, when we had a meeting, he said, don't worry. We will deal, you know, with his smile. But what I want to tell you, there was in the Facebook, they showed houses in KZN and they showed houses in Limpopo. Moria, we build houses. It is not something to laugh at. In KwaZulu-Natal and Limpopo and KwaZulu-Natal, they are all rural areas. Our characters are similar. We always go to Joburg and still come back home. And here, people decided to do something to improve their lives. And we need to do that in KZN. You can see with these floods, all problems are like they have a problem. But I think in any problem, there'll be a silver lining. So as the African National Congress, I can tell you, I know you are worried. We were here. I joined the ANC when I was 13 years old. We know you. We are worried. All of you, leadership, you are worried. But where we are saying we are going to rebuild the ANC to its former glory. Because it's very important. We are working with Bramike. He told us that he's going to spend more than 10 billion in Limpopo. There's a mall that is coming in Zanin. There's a mall here. There's a mall in Polokwane and Malamlel. We have committed, the Premier has committed, and he has asked me as a MEC for economic development to assist Bramike. And we have taken that decision as EXCO. We are indeed grateful for what we see. We are here as government to commit that we will be working with role players to ensure that this seed is watered and nurtured to its full potential. At its fullest potential, this Nkuna crawl will bear the fruits of socio-economic development and prosperity. This socio-economic prosperity will be evidenced by the creation of jobs, the reduction of poverty, and the improvement in the quality of living for our people. The beauty we are witnessing today is much in line with our government development agenda. Those of you
who are familiar with our struggle against apartheid will recall that part of the objective was to free our people, particularly black people, from economic bondage. It is for this reason that to a great extent, the growth of a black business is owed to the affirmative policies of our government. We do this because we appreciate the fact that as black people, we come from a dark history, which denied our people opportunity to excel in business. For us as government, every successful black business person represents a huge dent on apartheid socio-economic design, which denied our people opportunities. We celebrate achievements such as this because they equally contribute to our vision of local economic development, thereby creating much needed jobs for our people. We also recognize the fact that this massive project will reduce the cost of travel to bigger cities for shoppers and lifestyle fanatics. In people of Limpopo, when they enter Diamond Walk, women from other provinces, they envy us. Va hi navela hikuva va swi tiva leswaku hi vanhu va ku tirha na woho macheleni ya koho. So tatana Mike u ri i la ku tisa Johannesburg laha matikoxikaya. When people get their shopping and do related businesses within their neighborhood, they unavoidable save on transport and related costs. It is for this reason that our support to black businesses is unwavering. Program Director, we have accepted the responsibility to facilitate an enabling environment for businesses, in particular for black businesses to thrive. As you will know, we have thus far succeeded in crafting a legislative framework that supports and encourages the growth of black businesses. You will remember that broad-based black empowerment is aimed, amongst others, promoting economic transformation in order to enable meaningful participation of black people in the economy and promoting access to finance for black economic empowerment project. Masingita anga chavu kuvula ku ri mfumo wa Cyril Ramaphosa na wo wu hoxe xiyandla eka project leyi. Department of Trade and Industry and Competition, when we were launching the project, standing, I don't know whether the same place, but standing somewhere here, they committed that they also gave him, whether it's a loan or a donation of 50 million. And we would want government to continue to do that. It is not a mistake. We can't be returning money to treasury. We must, all of us have said that kungabi nkuna ntsena. Last week or 2 months ago, I was with Butwabela Masia opening a hotel in Toronto. Also, government played a bigger role. I've been all over opening projects which government is playing a vital role. What we're saying, even if it's 100 jobs, if you multiply 100 jobs by 10, it's 1,000. It's a contribution to what we have today. You know, today they're saying that Statistics is going to release labor statistics of South Africa. The situation is going to be worse. Young people are unemployed. And we are saying that what we need to do, we need to put our budget, which is geared towards economic development. If you look at most of the time, our budget is geared towards social program. And as Limpopo, we are saying that we are going to revise our project, our budget, so that we should make a dent in unemployment. We are confident that with the buy-in of all stakeholders, we must emerge victorious in this battle for socio-economic status. However, we all know that Ntate Nkuna, like many in the black business community, had to start from a humble beginning. Mr. Nkuna is a living testimony that only reliable ingredient for success is focus, hard work, and relentless spirit. This simple, this means there's no simple shortcut to success. A friend of mine always tells me that shortcut will lead you to, it will lead you quickly to a wrong destination. The other thing that I think has elevated Ntate Nkuna above many in this industry is because he's a reliable man. You simply cannot succeed in business if you are a person of dodgy character. Isichangana kumisitwa premier iri loko uri munhu wa vukungundwana na lunya na vumbava swilo swa wena swi nge ku lungheli. It is a well-known secret that a successful business person conduct himself in a respectable manner and always act fairly. These are the attributes that come to define Dr. Nkuna. I marito amin. Isichangana no cha leswi va nga ni rhuma swoho. I'm hopeful that those who aspire to succeed and grow like him will without doubt take a lesson or two on how we conduct business. Nde ku trema tremini kuri ta kota ku hela. The Limpopo we want is a Limpopo where people can find work opportunities around where they live. Ntshemba ku ri leswi namuntlha vanhu lava nga vulavula na leswi ndhunankulu a vulaka swona swi fana na a covenant leyi nga sayiniwa hi Xikwembu na vana va Israel. Hinkwenu hi rito rin'we, hi rito ra tihosi, hi rito ra ti-veteran, hi rito ra lavan'wana va nga vulavula na mfumo. Hi ri kusukisa namuntlha hi fanekele hi endla ku ri Limpopo vanhu va la Limpopo va nga ha fambi la va ya va ya tirha joni va dyiwa va nga ha vuyi. Masingita iri na tipepe na tijujeta swi kona. N'wana wa le ka Malamulele, n'wana le Chukundu, n'wana le Messina, n'wana wa le Thambisi wa le Thabazimbi na n'wana wa le Soweto na le Sandton va fanele va fana. Loko va vulavula xilungu va ku I come I go, hinkwavo ka voho va swi tiva swa ku I come and go. Mi swi vonile na n'wina Mike Nkuna i xavisa na ti meri yini odi mi ti vonile kwala. I n'wana wa le Limpopo hi ri magayisa hinkwenu tanihileswi hosi Masiya nga vula vuyani ekaya vutshamo byi tele endlwini ya tatana. We want a Limpopo where the economy is growing and creating opportunities for people to live decent and fulfilling lives. We want to build a Limpopo where private capital, such as Masingita Group, is able to invest and flourish. We want a dream of a better life for all to be translated into lived reality for our people. Experience has proved that this is a Herculean task that requires innovation and partnership. It is for this reason that as government, we see corporate entities such as Masingita Group as reliable and valuable partners for socio-economic development. As government, we have made a commitment to fast-track rural development. It is this area of rural development that we expect a continued partnership with corporate citizens such as Masingita Group, led by visionaries such as Tate Nkuna. Our approach is to build this type of infrastructure, not in the cities, but everywhere. Be it in the cities, township, or rural areas like this area. Xo hetelela. Ani leswi ya swin'wana a no vulavulela mulungu wa mehe. Munhu ku hlonipha masimu. Loko wo ka u nga hloniphi masimu, va teka mehe ndzi pfuka ka ha ri mahlambandlopfu. Ndzi ta kandziya tatana Nkuna. Se ndzi la ku vula leswi humaka embilwini ya mehe. Leswi a ku ri swa premier leswi. Loko va ku we xi oxa nyama, a swo vula swa ku xi oxa nyama hi xo xi sungula ku xi hlawula vavasati mani. Loko ku ri na xivindzi, i sungula yi dya. Leswi n'wa masalela u nyika tihosi. Tatana Nkuna, Changana xiri. Xandla famba xandla vuya. Vanhu vo tala va swi tivi swa ku swi vula yini. Loko va ku xandla famba xandla vuya, va vula ku ri loko u endla leswinene swa ku landzela. Loko ka u nga dyondzekangi, va nge ku viti evuhosini. Loko wo dyondzeka va ku we doctor, va ku vita va ku loyi i n'wana ka Nkuzana. Hi khensa, hi vuyelela, hi ba mandla, hi nge ku dya hi ku engeta. Ha swi tiva swa ku impela a wu tirhi la kaya ntsena, tanihileswi nga vula nge u nga vi ncindzu wo kukula kule. U tirhela na vanhu hinkwavo, Mavenda, Mapedi, na Machangana hinkwavo. Lexi hi nga hetelelaka hi xona hi lexi. Hi top two choyoyo xa mehe ndlopfu na khensa.
Let's celebrate our MEC, representative of our Premier of the province. Let's celebrate him. Thank you so much, MEC. Thank you so much for beautiful words to us, all of us as a community, and also to our chairman. Family, thank you so much. Without a vision, people perish. Chairman, we thank you so much for your vision, that you believed in it yourself. You first walk it, and then you shared with us. You shared with your community, and now you are sharing it with the world. We say, arise and shine. The light of God is upon you. May your name continue to increase. May your name continue to impact nations. Amen. Now, the next item that I would like to render here, we got three more items, then we finish family. We're gonna go to swallowship. I know you're now saying the keynote address has been done. Now let's go to the party. I'm gonna just acknowledge, while I'm acknowledging, let me request that the Shigubu Shamakasa to be ready. Shigubu Shamakasa, just be ready, just be ready, just be ready. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much, Chairman. So just be ready. I will cue you because I want to bring my chairman before you come to the front. So, ladies and gentlemen, we also got business partners. Chairman, he, as you heard, is Masingita group of companies. He sits in different boards. He's really accelerating development, transformation, and also he has really forged key partnership to grow his brand, but also to grow other brand. So within our midst, we've got our business partner at Riboni, Mr. Baron. May you stand, say, and wave your hand where you are. Is right there. They are championing a big company which is #1 in Africa for school furniture. So they're manufacturing school furniture for Africa. So those that still want to take it beyond Africa to Europe, to China, we are available as Masingita group of companies. We also acknowledge in our midst the Greater Kiane Mayor, Tandi Zita. Thank you, Madam, for gracing us with your presence. May you arise and just share, wave a hand for us. Okay, she sits somewhere down there in front. And then also I want to acknowledge Vice Chancellor of University of Venda. He has also joined us. They've walked another chapter with the chairman, and chairman is going to touch base on that. There's a lot of things that are happening through this city. Communities are going to be transformed. Young people are going to get education. We're going to extend education and bring it right here. But chairman will touch base on that. So I want to just acknowledge the Vice Chancellor, Bernard Ntambeleni. May you stand, say, and wave to the audience. Thank you so much. We truly appreciate that you've taken time to come through. Chairman, let me allow you just to make the remarks.
No, I just wanted to say, I didn't realize that, the VC is here. I was supposed to have said something. But see, I'm saying that, we are busy talking. We haven't finalized anything. We talking about, bringing a satellite university here at Nkuna City. Because they are working on, taking another one to Makado. So on both instances, we talking that, I become the developer of Note. Thank you very much, VC, for coming.
Thank you so much, Chairman. As you can see, the vision is big. The vision is growing. And I challenge you, be part of it. Avail yourself, avail your skills, avail your talent, and be part of it. So I've got three items to go. After the performance, we're going to have the vote of thanks coming from Vembe District, the acting Vembe District Mayor, Councillor Advocate Ngunono, right? Ndonongo will be joining us after the celebration, and then we'll have the closing remarks, and then we'll do the announcement so that we know how we need to organize ourselves to go and catch something to the stomach. So let's allow then Shigubo Shahagasa to come through.
One. Halala masingita halala. Halala kuna halala.
Ala.
Wala upya kami na kanyanya. Ah. Oh. Wala timo ko na kanyano. Oh. Yawa mane. Prosperity. Chacharo! Chaser! Chacharo! Chaser! Chacharo! Chaser! Chacharo! Chaser! Chacharo! No way! No way! Ah! No way! Ah! No way! Ah! Chaser! Chacharo! Chaser! Chacharo! Chaser! Chacharo! Chaser! Chacharo! Chaser! Chacharo! No way! No way! Ah! No way! No way! Ah! Chaser! 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 Chacharo! Chaser! Chacharo! Chaser! Chacharo! Chaser! Chacharo! Chaser! Chacharo! Chaser! 我来抢鸡不嘞？现在有的么嘞？抢鸡，他家肉，抢鸡，他家肉，抢鸡，他家肉，马波狗，马波狗马路，马波狗，马波狗马路，马波狗，马波狗马路，马波狗，马波狗马路，马波狗，马波狗马路，抢鸡，他家肉，抢鸡，他家肉，哇！
Let's put our hands together for them. Hola, nazo, hola, nazo, hola, nazo, hola, nazo. Second. Let's put our hands together for them again. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, team. Let me then ask for this item. Second, it looks like they really wanted to perform for you and Chairman as the big friends, you know. So yeah, well done on that. Let me then ask for a vote of thanks coming from the mayor, acting mayor of Vembe District Municipality, Clay Advocate Mtunungu. Amen.
Thank you very much, Program Director. My surname is a bit of a tongue twister, so I forgive you. Acting Premier of Limpopo, Comrade Thabo Mkoni, the Deputy Minister of International Relations, Comrade Masheu, who's here, the Mayor of Collins Shavani, the Deputy Minister who was here with us of Finance, Comrade Masondo, na bundaba ezita na dzithobele dzine dzavha fhano Mbilalum. We also want to acknowledge our veterans that are here, the veterans of struggle, and also acknowledge Advocate Muofe, who's here. We are all here acknowledging everyone that is here from the business sector, from government, the communities that are here, and all the people that entertained us here today. We are gathered here because of
one icon, an icon in business, Bramike. We are here because of your vision. We support your vision. We will always be supporting you with what you are doing. There's a challenge that you always give us, Bramike, when we are gathered. You didn't mention it today, but I want to remind you. You told us when we came here that you announced, I think somewhere in May last year, that we will be opening. We launched in October. You will be opening end of May, and today is exactly end of May. And he always criticizes us. So he has delivered. He always criticizes us from government, acting premier, that in the private sector, when they start a project, they announce the starting date and they also announce the end date, VC. Now, all of these things are done by people. And all of these things involve resources, which also government put into the projects. And we have got to meet the challenge. And when we say to the communities, we are going to give you a project, we come and say, on a day like this, a date like this, we are coming to launch and to hand over the project to yourselves. That's what we need to do going forward. Because there is no way that you start a project 10 years down the line, we're still working. It will go on forever and forever and forever. This is something that we need to really stop, because it doesn't work for our people. It does not improve anything that we attempt to do. We also support you, Bramike, because what you're doing creates jobs faster than government can do. I always want to give an example. You know, a municipality would advertise jobs, perhaps 100 or under. 20,000 people or more will apply. But you have opened a mall here. And I'm quite sure that when phase 2 is done, you shall have employed more people than a municipality can do. So he is telling me that more than 1,000 jobs will be created here. So that is the way to go. It's another challenge that we as government need to take up and make sure that we meet, this challenge. The thing of creating, jobs inside, in-house, it's not working. Local economic development is the way to go. But as of now, I can tell you that we haven't really started to scratch the bottom of it. Not much has happened along that line. So that is the way we go. That is what we need to do in the future. I'm just here to give a vote of thanks and thanking everyone who came here to give a speech, and also to thank the vision of Bramike, and thanking all those that back you up, your team, your family, and everybody else. We thank you very much. Thanks.
Thank you for the votes of thanks, and we truly appreciate. And then I'm gonna then now do two more items, then we're done. I'm gonna call my colleague to come onto the stage here and then do closing remarks. And then I will then also come to call Madam Amonkuna to give us the announcements. And then I'll request then the choir to come, and then we close this event with the prayer.
Thank you very much. Our esteemed acting premier, the executive mayor of Bembe District Municipality in our midst, the mayor of Collins Chabane Municipality, Councillor Maluleke, and the mayor of Greater Guyana Municipality, Mayor Thandi Zita, the Hosita Hina, who are in our midst. Like we indicated, logo program Kaifamba, this occasion, Yikatek Swengo the presence of the icons of our struggle for liberation, Dr. Mavuso Simang, na advocate Muope, na bangwana shikarka hina, the deputy ministers who are also in our midst, Dr. Masonto, laba bangafamba because of other commitments. The media houses lava nga kona namuntlha haleni lava ni pfumelaka ku va ta teka mhaka leyi va yi fambisa yi ya fika hinkwako lomu yi fanelaka yi fika kona. Va ka Nkuna, led by Dr. Nkuna, the man himself, all invited guests in our midst va tivisile ku hina lava humaka ka ti-institute institutions of higher learning, in particular the University of Venda, kwala kusuhani. The security personnel, lava nga endla ku hi va hi twa hi hlayisekile, hi rhandza ku teka nkarhi lowu hi khensa swinene ti-performances leti hi nga va na tona ti endle ku siku leri ri nandziha. Aka ti-closing remarks ta hina, ko va na one or two things that we would like to mention. This has been a very long day, indeed. But how do you summarize the life of Dr. Nkuna in 2 hours? How do we summarize, the life that started in the book of Genesis, in chapter 12 of the book of Genesis? Kufika namuntla. How do you summarize it? It is very difficult. Ambiswiritane ni vona nga ku hinkwerhu ka hina hi tlange part ku hi tikuma hi summarizile. Hi lava hinkwerhu hi famba hi kha hi tiva mhaka ya ku what we are celebrating today did not start yesterday, did not start a year ago. It started aka the book of Genesis chapter 12. Loko hi hlaya verses 1, 2, and 3. Lava hi nga chaveku rito ra Xikwembu na themba ha yi tiva. It summarizes in detail the life of Dr. Nkuna. Like at the book of Genesis, we see God calling Abraham from the wilderness. And God said to Abraham, I want you to leave your people, your kindred, everything behind. I'm taking you to a land that I will show you. I will bless whoever blesses you, but I will curse whoever curses you. Bibele yi ri loko Abraham a swi twile sweswo, he left. Like I said, it summarizes the life of Dr. Nkuna. Na vona va twe that calling by God, the Almighty God. Yi va byela ku leave your people ka xitlhelani, and he decided to leave. You go, I will bless those who will bless you, but I will curse all those who will curse you. And that is why he's a blessed man today. It's because he listened when God spoke. Lexi nga endlaka va kota ku yingisa Dr. Nkuna, it's because his father before him also listened when God spoke. And that is the legacy that he's leaving behind for his family, for his children, but for posterity as well. Van'wani va hina, we don't have a legacy that we are leaving behind. Legacy does not mean money. Legacy does not mean only big cars and big houses. Because after all, van'wani va xave these big houses hi ku yiva mali ya mfumo. Van'wani va xave these big cars hi mhaka ku yiva mali ya mfumo. But the greatest legacy that you can leave for your children and for your nation and for your people is a good name. It's a good name. Today, as we speak, Nkuna is a brand. Ay babeleni maboko. He will leave behind a legacy leyi ku nga ha munhu loyi a nga ta yi cinca. Hi rhandza ku khensa swinene. Hi marito lama hi lava ku tanihileswi advocate Mudunungu va nga khensa munhu un'wana na un'wana. We also extend marito ya ku khensa ka munhu un'wana na un'wana. Like we said, it was a marathon, but it was worth it. Because as olovi ku summarize the life of this icon, hambi swi ri tani, futhi hi fanele hi ti ba makatla because hi ringetile. Ha khensa swinene Dr. Mike, hi vula sweswo hi ri xikwembu lexi xi nga huwelela n'wina na mukhalabye mi xitwa a xi mi katekiseni as we move forward. Aka ti remarks ta hina, we also would like to make this announcement. Leyi hi celebrate-ako namuntlha is just phase 1 tanihileswi navo va nga vula of many phases that are still coming. Loko mi ya vuya van'wani after 2 years, after 3 years, you will get lost. Because la hi nga kona, it will be a city within the next few years. Thanks to Dr. Mike Nkuna, the visionary. Ay babeleni maboko. Ku ta va na ti-factory where we are. Johnny yi vuye kaya MEC ku ya hi leswi mi nga vula swona, acting premier. Hi rhandza ku khensa hi nomo walowo ni ta kombela manana Nkuna va ta haleni hi ta kota ku nyika ti-announcement. Manana Nkuna. Manana Nkuna va tata hi ta nyika ti-announcement because like we said, it was a marathon. Ivi khwayere yi va yi karhi yi lungheka yi ta kota ku tshunela haleni.
Okay. Program Director, please allow me to ride on all protocol already observed. Ntirho wa mina wu olovile swinene. I ku tivisa tindhawu leti hi nga ta va hi ri ka tona. We only have 2 venues where lunch will be served. Ku na le ka Dr. Nkuna, aka Nkuna Mahlangeni, laha ku nga ta va ku ri ku dyiwa kona. Ku na le the farm, laha ku nga ta va ku dyiwa kona. Aka Dr. Nkuna, aka Nkuna, the acting premier, deputy ministers, MPLs, executive mayor, the mayor, Dr. Nkuna's friends and family. Va komberiwa leswaku va ya dya kona amutini. So in short, all his friends, acting premier, the deputy minister, MPLs, executive minister, the mayor, Dr. Nkuna's friends will head to his home where lunch will be served. All invited guests, our traditional leaders, will have to head to the farm boutique guest lodge where lunch will be served. Enko.
Ay babeleni maboko. Ita kombela khwayere, the choir please to come to the fore and so that they can lead us in the singing of the national anthem. Kasi xin'wana kambe I ku tsundzuxa ku loko va ku the friends of Dr. Nkuna ku ya le mutini va vula in particular lava va nga sukela kwale kaya va ti tiva a va ri ka briefing session a ndlwini ya Dr. Nkuna. Thank you very much.
before you start, wait, I want to talk. Chairman. Thank you so much, choir. Before you start, because now that's going to be our last item, I want to just acknowledge we had one guest that we needed to acknowledge from Chairman, one of the friends, Eunice Caloria, from Auditors Carola Gina. We appreciate you, sir, for coming through to support Dr. Mike. May you just come through, sir, and just wave to the people. Okay. We're just acknowledging Eunice Carolia as one of your friends. Yes, yeah.
He's one of my friends, and he's a chartered accountant. He's been doing my books, from the start together with Musa and the Carolia Gina. He's the Carolia.
Let's appreciate him. Let's appreciate him. Thank you so much. Family, may I request we stand? Chairman, may you stand here? I'm not sure how far is the family. Sorry, we're doing national item. Just a second. Just a second. Let's put our hands together for our choir. Let's put our hands together for our choir. Thank you so much. Now they're going to take us to the last song, but before they do that, may I request the house to stand? And also I request Dr. Mike Nkuna to stand. Dr. Mike Nkuna has been blessing families, has been transforming families, has been working hard to making sure that we can have job. You know, we can then empower communities. And I find it fit today that as we close this session right here where he was born, that as we come to celebrate this massive project that he is busy with here, that let's bless him to continue to be a blessing to others. Let's bless him before the others bless him. You know, he's right here on his ground where he was born. So when we finish blessing him, then we'll close the session with our national anthem. That will be the end of the session. One announcements for the people that will be going to Nkuna's. Yes.
They must go to the farm.
Okay. Everyone that has accreditation, your lanyards and everything, we need you to go to the farm. Everyone, please, if you go there without, they will stop you. So either you remain here, and then we'll see how we support you. Thank you. So, and those that started with us at Chairman's house, you know yourself, we've got your list that side, including the NetBank people. Please, then when we finish, that's where we're proceeding for our meal. Thank you. May I request that we stretch all of us, our hands to Chairman. We're releasing a blessing. This might be a blessing coming your way. When you release a blessing to somebody who's favored by God, somebody who is appointed by God, you are doing something in alignment with God. Dr. Nkuna, may the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. May he cause his face to shine upon you. May he be gracious upon you. May he continue to guide and lead you and give you wisdom. May his grace be your portion. May his love be your portion. May he continue to make you great, make your name great as you continue to empower his people, as you continue to make a way for his people. May the grace of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, the love of God the Father, be with you today, be with you this week, be with you for the rest of your life. Let the rest of your life be the best of your life. In Jesus' name, amen. You can clap. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming through. We truly appreciate those that will be traveling. Travel safe with God's mercies. Over to you as we close. Thank you. So remember that you have to have accreditation with you as you go to different spots for the meals.